Yo guys, in this video I'm going to be going over my 1 year keyboard and mouse progression and give you guys some tips along the way that will help you if you're thinking of making the switch or if you've already started the switch to keyboard and mouse. And with all that being said, let's get right into it. What you're all seeing now is my first ever creative match on PS4 using a mouse and keyboard. You can see that I was missing almost all of my edits and I couldn't hit a single decent shot to save my life. This will be a similar sight to most of you who decide to make the switch to a keyboard and mouse. You won't be a pro player in a week and you need to practice and learn. You'll start off as a bot and slowly work your way up to being an amazing player. You just need to never give up and always trust the process. To get better on mouse and keyboard, I recommend you try free building and creative and make sure you practice your aim daily. I uploaded a guide to better aim for beginner keyboard and mouse players many months ago, and in that video I went over how you can improve your aim and the best maps that you can use to become a better player faster. If you want to see that video, the link will be right in the description. This is my first few months into my progression and I was definitely starting to see some major improvements in my building and aim. As you guys can see, this is just a couple months in and I'm already so much better than I was. My aim is nowhere near as shaky as it was and I'm really starting to nail down all of the basic high ground retakes. During this stage, I was mostly just playing creative with a couple friends and doing my usual daily free building practice inside creative. Something I wish I knew before I started my transition to mouse and keyboard was that I should not have been playing so much creative and I should have instead been playing a lot more online matches. Only playing creative and not implementing any of the skills that I learned into pub matches meant that I was still a very poor player in pub matches for such a long time. So if you're gonna make the switch to mouse and keyboard or you are already starting to transition, please make sure you play a healthy mix of creative and arena, because if you don't do this, it'll just generally make your progress a lot slower and you don't want that. Now let me run through some things that you can do right now to get better on keyboard and mouse. So firstly, make sure you play realistics and box fights. During my progression, I played hundreds if not thousands of box fights and realistic matches. I feel like they really did help me improve and I don't think I would have gotten as good of a player as I am now if I didn't practice in those game modes. Box fights really help you to piece control and learn how to do right hand peeks. They also help you to get faster at editing and they really help with your close-up aim. Realistic matches were some of my favorite ways to improve. First of all, they were super fun and most importantly, they were realistic. You spawn in with a random loadout every single time and you get a random amount of materials. These matches help you to prepare for what a real match is going to feel like and they really test your skills. Playing lots of realistics is super beneficial to improving on mouse and keyboard and I highly recommend you give it a go. The realistic map that I used will be right in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. And now here we are exactly 1 year later. I've improved so much over this past year. As you guys have seen throughout this entire video, we've just had gameplay going in the background of all the different months that I've been playing Fortnite and improving on keyboard and mouse. And now the gameplay in the background is from me exactly 1 year later on keyboard and mouse. I switched from playing keyboard and mouse on console to playing on PC about 7 months into my progression. So actually over half of my progression was spent on PS4, which is insane to me. I've improved so much over this past year and I've learned so many things about switching to keyboard and mouse, and that's the reason that I actually started this YouTube channel, just so I can help people like you improve at the game faster, because I've learned from my mistakes and I share all this information to you because I don't want you to fall into the same mistakes that I fell into. I want your transition to go as smoothly as possible and I want you to love the switch to keyboard and mouse. Switching to keyboard and mouse gives you a really nice challenge and it might even make Fortnite fun for you again. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more like it in the future, please be sure to like and subscribe and please use code Cosmos in the Fortnite item shop if you'd like to support me further. And with all that being said, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Good luck and I'll see you all in the next one.